Japan. Plans are underway to find other facilities for Australians returning from coronavirus hotspots. Should Christmas Island reach capacity, the death toll has jumped again. There are growing questions whether the number of dead and infected in China are actually much worse.
China reported another 73 deaths today, taking the number killed to 563. Globally, more than 28,000 people are now infected, mostly on the Chinese mainland. But modelling by the prestigious Lancet suggests that's grossly underestimated. The figure is closer to 76,000 people infected in Wuhan alone by January 25. And with infections doubling every 6.4 days, 300,000 people in the city could have the virus. Chinese officials say the youngest victim is a newborn baby, infected just 30 hours after being born. In Wuhan, one new hospital is open and taking its first patients an incredible 10 days after construction started. The second, with 1,500 beds, is nearing completion. Even so, there's a recognition it won't be enough, with buildings such as sports stadiums being converted into temporary hospitals and triage tents popping up throughout the city.
As cruise operators begin cancelling voyages.
A tent, tarpaulin and an emergency evacuation as more passengers on the Diamond Princess come down with coronavirus. The ship docked in Yokohama Harbour near Tokyo as Japanese authorities confirm a further 10 cases on board and more than 100 showing symptoms. Among the passengers, 226 Australians, including Tasmanian woman Alana Donaldson.
Being stuck in an interior cabin is really claustrophobic and not very pleasant at all.
Security around the ship is tight. Anyone in the area forced to register with Japanese health officials. The 2-week isolation period means passengers cannot leave their cabins.
We may be allowed to go up in small groups onto deck to get some air with some masks and things, but that wasn't a definite. It had to be approved by the Japanese Health Authority.
With 2 Australians from the ship in hospital with coronavirus, those on board are being patient, but worried they too may already be infected. Prescription medicine has also been a concern. That's now being offered free of charge.
It will allow you to list the medication that you will need for the next 14 days.
During the 15-day cruise, the ship stopped in many ports, 2 cities in Japan, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Taiwan, and back to Japan. A liner in Hong Kong also now in quarantine. Almost 2,000 people in limbo, some of them Australian, with 3 suspected cases on board. We always wear our masks, says this passenger. This isn't just a problem for the Diamond Princess, but the entire cruise ship industry. Carnival Cruises has banned anyone from travelling who's been to mainland China over the last 2 weeks, and Royal Caribbean has cancelled all scheduled trips into China and Hong Kong. With the elderly the most loyal customers and most susceptible to dying from coronavirus, this multi-billion-dollar industry is facing an enormous crisis.
I don't know what will happen after 14 days of this.
And Chris O'Keefe is at the Yokohama port tonight. Chris, how long will the ship remain there?
Well, Michael, the Diamond Princess will be here tonight, but if it does go anywhere in the next couple of days, it won't be going very far at all. Now, we can confirm tonight the 10 new cases of coronavirus on this ship. There are no Australians on that list. There is one person, however, from New Zealand. Now, doctors will still be going cabin to cabin, testing continuously over the next 14 days, Michael, because if anyone falls ill, they want to be straight on top of it.
It's going to be a long fortnight. Chris, thank you from Japan.
A final touchdown after a long and tiring journey. More masked faces arriving on Quarantine Island, rescued from Wuhan.
Oh, I am so happy.
On the flight to Christmas Island, medical staff checked every passenger. 36 Australian citizens and permanent residents loaded onto one last bus ride, driven by soldiers. A wave goodbye after a marathon journey across 3 countries. So the second wave of Wuhan evacuees begins their road trip now to the detention centre, where they'll begin their 14-day quarantine. A second chartered Qantas flight from China's coronavirus ground zero is now being organised to repatriate any other stranded Australians. The time and space in the Christmas Island detention centre might be running out for many more.
The Defence Force and the Department of Home Affairs is identifying overflow facilities and contingencies should other facilities be required.
Tough travel restrictions from China are due to be reconsidered in a week.
And Gary, as said, is on Christmas Island tonight. Gary, evacuees have just been screened. What's the latest?
Michael, Border Force is reporting that no one in quarantine is showing any symptoms of the coronavirus. None have had to be put into the isolation tents that are there just in case. So, at the end of the day, some good news in an otherwise emerging global health crisis. Michael.
We need some good news on the coronavirus. Gary, thank you. I'm about to show you a